Hi everyone, welcome back to another what I eat in a day video, and thank you so much again for all of your kind words and comments and loveliness on all of my other what I eat in a day's videos. If you haven't seen them, every single one I've ever done, and it is a few, will be linked down below, and they're full of really lovely seasonal recipes for you guys to go and enjoy, and today is no exception. So a really lovely day of food again today. I'm actually going to be making a keema curry tonight that I'm so excited about. Keema is kind of like a mincemeat kind of curry, so I'm very excited about it. I haven't had a keema curry in a very long time, and I don't think I've ever cooked one before. I know I've had it at my parents', but I've never done it myself, so I'm very excited. And again, it's a recipe that has come from the Weight Watchers site, so it's one that I know is going to work with my points very, very nicely. I've already had my breakfast as per. I had some yogurt and some fruit, which again is kind of like my fail-safe. It's something I go for when I'm not quite sure what I want to have, but I know I want something nice and light. So I'll insert that now so you guys can see. I feel like yogurt and fruit for me, it's one of those breakfasts where I don't have to think about it. I know I'm going to find it nice and filling, and it's one that I have when I'm not too hungry and I don't want to necessarily take up too many point values. I just have a bit of yogurt and some fruit, and I feel like it's just the perfect start to the day for me. So I'm just gonna have a few spoons of that. It probably equates to the size of one or a little bit less than a standard size coconut yogurt. And I'm just gonna top it off with some blueberries, a few raspberries, not too much because, as I said, I'm not overly hungry this morning, and a few blackberries as well. So 3 points for this very light breakfast. It's probably 2 if I'm honest, because I feel like I've had just a little bit less than you would have for a standard yogurt size, but I'm just going to err on the side of caution and point it as 3. And again, it was super easy, and again, a fail-safe for me when you just want to break your fast but you're not quite sure what you want. So fruit and yogurt is just a great option for me, and one that I do tend to go for on the regular. But now it's lunchtime, and I thought, I've got my Nigel Slater's 12 Tastes of Christmas to watch. So what do I want to eat while I'm watching that? Of course I want something Christmassy, I want something seasonal. So I thought I would do myself like a little deli kind of lunch. I have some tomatoes, some meats, and some really lovely festive things. I have some falafel as well. So I'm going to do myself like a little mini buffet. Really easy for you guys to go out and grab in places like Aldi and things like that. And just a makeshift kind of lunch. So nothing that requires too much effort, but it's going to be really delicious and filling and enable me to get nice and ready for my curry later on. So yeah, let's go and have lunch, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so I thought it might be quite fun to have a little bit of a lot, and I'm not quite sure what this is going to look like, but I kind of fancied a load of different types of things. So I've got here some Moroccan style falafels, and these, I think they come in 2 flavours. I think you can get the Spanish one and the Moroccan. I went for the Moroccan, so we'll see how many points they are, but they were from Aldi. In fact, everything here was from Aldi. I also have these barbecue chicken breast slices, which look delicious. And this, which is so Christmassy, I got a Spanish chorizo ring, or chorizo ring, I don't know how you pronounce that, but I think that'll be delicious. And I also got some marinated tomatoes with garlic and oregano to go alongside. And I have some rocket as well, so a very makeshift lunch, but I think it's going to be super tasty. So I'm going to start off with the sausage first and just track that. Next on my list are the Moroccan style falafel. Let's see what they amount to. I think 3 slices of this is going to be more than enough for me. Those that I want, because I don't want many of these. These are more just for like a bit of flavour, colour. And because I'm feeling super naughty and Christmassy, I'm going to have some pigs in blankets as well. There you have it, a very fun Christmassy lunch. I'm so excited to go and tuck into this. Again, it's perfect for a day like today that's very cold, where you want something filling, you want something warm, but you want to pick at some stuff as well. I think this is just the ideal kind of snack lunch, and something very different for me. I very rarely, if ever, have this kind of stuff, so I'm very excited to go and eat this. Okay, so this is the recipe that I'm going to be cooking tonight. It is actually a Quorn keema curry, but I'm not going to be using corn. I'm going to be using regular lean steak mince. So I have a feeling that this will be 10 points for us because that's how much the meat is going to cost. So I'm going to switch this up to 10 points. However, if you do want to use corn mince, it will be 7. I have here some potatoes, the steak mince, some Greek fat-free yogurt. I have some spices, which is the garam masala, the turmeric and the cumin, 2 garlic cloves, a white onion, some garlic, a tin of chopped tomatoes, a tin of peas, some fresh coriander that I'm going to chop up, and that is pretty much everything. I think you might need some stock, or I'm going to add a little bit of stock in this, and some salt and pepper as well. Just added 200 ml of water to this, and the recipe doesn't call for it, but as I mentioned, I'm going to add some stock for a bit of flavour. While that's happening, I'm going to cut my potatoes into really small cubes and then add them to the dish. So it says once this is simmered with the lid on for 15 minutes, that's when we'll add the mincemeat. There was just something about adding raw mincemeat to that sauce that I've just done that just didn't sit right with me. So I don't know if it's different for corn, maybe it's because I've changed the recipe. So what I've decided to do is brown the mincemeat a little bit first in a separate pan. So that's what I'm going to do now, because I just feel like I feel better doing that. I feel better knowing that I'm adding cooked meat to the stew as opposed to adding raw meat. Okay, so I browned my mince and I just feel so much better about popping this in there as opposed to the raw mince. I mean, it's going in the oven anyway. I doubt it would have made a difference, but I just feel better doing it this way. And also I added the peas as well. And then we'll see what it directs us to do next, and I'm pretty sure that it will just end up going in the oven for a bit. As it directs, I'm going to bring this to the boil and then I'm going to shove it in the oven for about an hour and a half. It smells delicious. It smells really, really good actually, and Andy's just had a quick spoon of it from the pot and said it tastes really good. I didn't actually go and pick up Layla today, so I didn't actually end up having a snack, which I normally do on my walk. Andy rang and he finished early, so he just went and got her in the car, which saved me having to go and get her, which was great because it meant I could just finish things up here. So as you saw, I've made a pan of rice and that's what we're going to have the dinner with, and I'm very, very excited for it. And then this evening we're actually going to my dad's. It's my little brother's birthday today, so we're going to go around for some cake. I don't know how much cake I'll have because I maxed out my points for today, but I might have a little slither and dip into my weeklies. But I'm going to end the video here. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like if you want to see more what I eat in a day videos from me, and subscribe if you're new to my channel as well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.